How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com, coming at you on Monday, November the 11th, as we get this video to you every around this time. Have your free pick winner in just a second here between Northwestern State against Oklahoma. In just a second, right before that, tell you what's up in our neck of the woods. We have this Northwestern game, by the way, is going to go off at 8 o'clock today. We have about 14 free selections. Hopefully we'll get that to you here. Hello, my name is Indian Cowboy, and this is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy's been around for 19 years, and Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work on my free daily podcast. So our best selections, again, are over at Doc Sports under Arun Shiva. Our next best selection is the free picks and leads, which is what you're watching right now. We have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel. We, of course, did a live show about a couple hours ago, earlier today, which is we did it on 8 games, and which is a massive advantage because you get the research for anybody else. You get the best lines. You get 240 selections, all for just $20 a month. It is a recorded podcast. You re-listen to it at any time, and you get a written summary at the end. And the link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as a link to how to get to free $60 worth of premium selections. If you want more content, be sure to check my Twitter. It has the latest updates, hot takes on sports, and our latest videos are posted there. All right, so let's get to your free play winner today. Hopefully I can get you a free play winner. We're still on a 161 run in free plays. The last couple have sort of been duds, but maybe it's a fresh week. Let's see what we can do in free selections for you today. What do I need to tell you real fast? Don't forget, we have 2 7-unit selections going today. We are an incredible 13-1 when it comes to 7-unit selections. We have a 7-unit college basketball at 8 o'clock today. We're off to a 6-1 start in college basketball, plus 2,900. Incredibly sharp 4-unit winner on Alabama State, plus the 19.5 over LSU. And they were up by 6 at the half. That's a good call. And 7-unit selection in the NHL as well at 10 o'clock, back-to-back 7-unit NHL winners. And again, 13-1 with 7-unit selections, including the Miami Heat plus the 8 yesterday against against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they won outright. And we missed the prop on Suggs, which was a 7-unit selection as well. So 13-1 now with 7-unit selections. Don't forget, we're 4-0 in football top plays the last 2 weeks. We did win with 7-unit California against Wake Forest and a 6-unit Texas against Florida, because we knew Texas wanted to show off against Georgia after Georgia struggled against Florida. And looking forward to the 7-unit college basketball today. Looking forward to the 4-unit NBA selection as we come off back-to-back big wins. We gave you an 8-unit NBA winner recently on the Hawks over, a nice 7-unit winner on the Miami Heat outright, and 7-unit hockey selection today, 8 o'clock, obviously. Pass on soccer on Monday, and MMA plus 3,000 on the year, and daily props now, 5-1. We have an NFL prop today, 5-1 and 14-5 run there. All right, let's get to your free selection today, and I like Northwestern State. We love finding value in teams that get ignored, and I think Northwestern State is a team that has value here, and I think they'll do well. I like them plus the 26 against Oklahoma. So Rick Cabrera is the coach here. Northwestern State is a senior-led team. I think Rick will have this team ready to go. This is the first huge Division I game for him. Oklahoma wasn't great in their last game. They did win by 30+, but they weren't particularly great. Given that Northwestern has 8 upperclassmen as well, I think Northwestern State kind of makes the jump here. And this game means a lot more to Northwestern State than it does to Oklahoma, obviously. And, Northwestern State only lost to Texas Tech by 21. That's not bad, okay? And Texas Tech had to shoot 60% from the field to win that game. And Northwestern shot 8 for 18 from three-point land, which is pretty impressive considering that's the Texas Tech defense. And, Northwestern also had, they had 9 wins last year, but they only lost to Tulane by 16 points, I think. And this is a much better team than people give them credit for. And I like Northwestern State, plus the points here against Oklahoma. And Oklahoma obviously had a nice win against Lindenwood. They won by 33 in that game. But I need to tell you that Oklahoma shot 64% from the field in that game, and Lindenwood only shot 4 for 24 from three-point land. If they make a couple of more threes there, that game could have been a lot closer. I'm going to take Northwestern State as the ugly duckling dog here against Oklahoma plus the 26. By the way, I almost made McNeese State a free play today against my Alabama, but I didn't. I'm going to give it to you as a lean. I love McNeese State today. Will Wade turned around McNeese State. They had 11 wins in back-to-back seasons before he got there, and he made them into a 30-win season. Remember, that he was a coach when LSU had all those sanctions and violations. So he just went down the road to LSU's to McNeese State, which is in LSU, and he took them to the first. He took them to 30 wins immediately. He took them to a first round loss against Gonzaga, and this team, lost to South Dakota State, McNeese State, but they quickly bounced back against Biblical Studies. That's the name of the school. But my point is, McNeese State is going to get up for Alabama. Will Wade is going to get to coach against an SEC team, and he desperately wants to get back into the SEC. I like McNeese State plus the points here. That's why that line is only 18.5. Grambling State versus Florida. I like Grambling State here. Grambling is 0-1, and Florida is 2-0. Grambling just lost to Ole Miss by 2 points. Unbelievable game for Dante Jackson's team. And they've had 20-win back-to-back seasons, plus 20-plus wins. They're a good team. They were up 33-25.5 against Ole Miss. Florida won by 39 last year, so Grambling has a lot of revenge coming in. I think Grambling State hangs tough. And Eastern Washington, Missouri, I like Missouri there. I love that no one believes in Missouri here. Nearly 70% is on the dog here in Eastern Washington. Don Monson's team, taking over from Coach Riley, who had 20-plus wins in multiple years. Riley, of course, is at the University of Washington, or Washington State now, coming over from Eastern Washington. Coach Monson's been coaching a long time, over at East, and now he's coaching at Eastern Washington. He used to coach at Long Beach State. And here's the thing. Missouri only beat Howard by 15. And I can tell you that Missouri obviously lost to lost to Memphis earlier this year. I think Missouri will play a lot better. Eastern Washington were 60% from the field in their last game, and I think they have a letdown. I like Missouri to beat them by 22 today. Buffalo versus Notre Dame. I like Notre Dame. George Halkovage, his team had 4 wins last year, and then they're off to a 2-0 start. I think Notre Dame gets up to face the 2-0 team. Micah Strawberry is in his second year. He really needs to improve. He took an 11-win Michael Bray team to a 13-win season. I think Notre Dame won't take the 2-0 team lightly here, and I think they'll play really well. I think Notre Dame rolls. Miami and the Rams in the NFL today. I like Miami. Miami's lost by a couple points to Arizona, a couple points to the Bills. They played extremely hard. They're 2-6. This is their Super Bowl. Why else is the Rams are only a 2.5-point favorite, given that they've won 4 in a row, right, against Seattle and Vegas and so on in Minnesota, and yet they only find themselves as a 2.5-point favorite. I think Miami, this is their Super Bowl. I think they play their absolute hearts out, and I lean on Miami, and I lean them on the over as well as an active dog. As it relates to NBA, Cleveland, Chicago, I like the Bulls here. At some point, Cleveland's going to have a big letdown, and I think it's going to be here. Chicago is a tough team to beat at home, right? Keep in mind that Chicago beat this team last year. Chicago had 9 guys score at least 9 points in the last game when they beat my Hawks, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Chicago hang within the 8 points against Cleveland. Clippers versus Oklahoma City. I like the Clippers here. The only problem is that Holmgren is out for 6 to 10 weeks, and I think that might motivate Oklahoma City, which worries me. But the Clippers have revenge from a loss earlier this year. They lost by a few points. They lost 105-92 about 9 days ago. And the Clippers, after that loss, went on to win 4 in a row. They have revenge. Oklahoma City's off of a loss to Golden State. But I think the Clippers, given the fact that they're playing well right now, given the fact they have revenge, given the fact they have a solid 9-man rotation, I'm going to go with the Clippers here. Washington and Houston in the NBA. I like the over there. Washington, 94 points in their last game. Keep in mind that Houston is 6-4 right now, but they only scored 101 points in their last game as well, and Washington only put up 94 points in their last game. It makes a lot of sense for that game to go over the posted total, and Washington can be an active dog coming off a bad loss, and Houston comes off a bad offensive performance. Kings and Spurs, I like the Spurs there. Spurs have lost to this team the last 3 times. Sacramento off that great win against Phoenix Suns, even though they didn't have Kevin Durant. Still a really nice win on the road against the Suns. And I think they have a little bit of a letdown here. Spurs off of that bad loss to the Utah Jazz. And the Jazz had revenge that game, but the Spurs are going to be pissed off coming into this game. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see the Spurs do well. San Jose and Philadelphia in hockey. I like San Jose. 2 teams that are 5-9 and 5-8 here. So San Jose State has revenge here as Philly won last time. San Jose won 1-0 over New Jersey as a plus 271 dog. And Philly lost 3-4 as a big dog to Florida. I just don't get the disdain for San Jose here. I think San Jose plus the 1.5 makes sense here coming off of a win. Maybe Philly does well off of a loss, but it's just too much value here on San Jose. Dallas and Pittsburgh in the NHL. I like the over there. Dallas has won the last 3 in the series. Dallas is off of a 1-4 loss. Dallas won 4-2 over Washington their last time out. Pittsburgh is off of a win, but keep in mind that Pittsburgh has all the motivation here. Here's the thing. I think Pittsburgh is playing really well right now, but I think Pittsburgh lost to Dallas the last couple of times, so they have a lot of revenge. At the same time, I think Dallas comes off that 1-4 loss to Winnipeg, so they're going to be motivated. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Dallas and Pittsburgh and hockey go over. Nashville and Colorado. I like Colorado here. Nashville won 5-2 last time. Colorado has the revenge. Nashville has just won 4-0 over Utah, so I think they can have a classic letdown. And Colorado comes off a nice 6-4 win over Carolina, but as Colorado has revenge, and as Nashville comes off a big 4-0 win, I think Nashville has a letdown. Give me Colorado. Finally, Los Angeles and Calgary. In hockey, remember LA won 4-1 last time. LA won 5-2 over Columbus as well. So LA beat Calgary last time. They won 5-2 against Columbus as well. Calgary's off back-to-back road losses in overtime to Boston and Buffalo by scores of 2-3 and 3-4. They were small dogs in both those games at +125. I think Calgary gets back on the saddle here, and I think Calgary's a decent spot here. I think Calgary's in a decent spot here to bounce back to avoid losing 3 in a row. That is what I have for you guys. That is your 13 or 14 free play selections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So those are your 13 free play selections. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cowboy, working hard for you every single day. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. 7-unit hockey tonight at 10 o'clock, and 7-unit college basketball today at 8 o'clock, as we are 13-1 in the 7-unit selections, and we're 6-1 to start the college basketball season. Bye-bye.